I'm good. We're about to play some Murder, She Wrote. So I'm like fucking ready. For some reason, you ever just have those days where your hair is just like the worst and you hate it? That's what's happening. So I'm gonna put it up a little bit. We're on the final case for the first game. So I've met up with my British cousin and we're solving hanging that happened in the UK. So we're over in the UK right now. I told everybody earlier, but if we finish this, we're probably gonna try to do a vibe check and see what we want to do. Do we want to try Blueprints again, or do we want to try James Patterson's Women's Murder Club, Games of Passion? Maybe we could just get a bunch of games cranked out today. Who the fuck knows? Life is good. I have the next Murder, She Wrote game, but it was being really wonky when I tried to start it, so I don't know if I should immediately start playing it or if I should do some tests. But we could also attempt that if we really, really wanted to. Oh, I forgot we're looking up ties. Oh, God. I forgot we're just looking up ties in this man's office. June, I can see why you never want Murder, She Wrote to end, because this kind of riveting gameplay. Where else are you gonna get it? Not in any of the other 400 games I play on a regular basis. This is some next level shit. This is visionary. Murder, She Wrote's a dreamweaver. Not the ties that bind. You've not
If
in
Jane
many years
went
due to being
straight
bald
back to
now.
the Milton
True, I
after
forgot.
she left Mr. Waterford's office.
Hi, Rooks.
Perhaps
How's
the
Las Vegas?
attaché case is somewhere at the theater.
But we found no sign of
man
it in
does
her
not
dressing
care.
room.
Maybe it wound up somewhere else there. Her ex-husband's office, perhaps?
Mr. Winslow, did you ever see your ex-wife carrying the attaché case seen here in this photo?
No.
Oh,
Very
okay, well, I guess we can leave.
This is a photo of Miss Drury with Mr. Nigel Watersford. Had you ever seen the two of them together?
I had no idea she even knew him.
And this is a photo of my dog.
You
It
had no
doesn't have
clue
anything
at
to do with the
all that
case.
she
I just
might
want you
be
to look
having
at
an
it.
affair with him?
No. Well, she had seemed more secretive than usual recently. Maybe this is why.
If you
You're at
don't
the Las
mind, we'll
Vegas
have a look around
airport.
for
I
that
hope you have a
attaché
safe
case.
flight. I'll try not to shout anything too horrific. Works is like, I am wearing a headset. I don't trust you. Okay, I have to compare the posters. British flags, open book, which is what I am. A ship model, fish food, hole punch ice skate. This is from Family Matters, I think. Oh my god, I forgot there's a Winslow there. Poster child for apathy. That guy's hair, his hair is Crimmins-l. Okay, I'm gonna just call it today. I think we're done. I tried to do criminal and Crimmins. We're out. I'm gonna just stay silent the rest of the stream. I'm not on my A game. I need to sleep for 10 hours. You're on earbuds. I do not trust you. I mean, I think that's the safest thing to do. I had someone come in a long time ago and they were like, oh my god, I'm in a public space right now and you're swearing a lot. And I was like, you shoulda, I don't know what you expected from this, but you should not have had me just on open audio. That was your mistake. And this is what they call a learning experience. So enjoy. Where the fuck are the fish? Oh, they're there. Make it official. William Shakespeare in the closet and the jokes don't write themselves. They're giving me so much to work with, and yet I'm not using any of it. Disgusting. Handwritten letter, compare the posters and ticket. Let's just go ahead and do this first because the ticket's right next to it. Was that me in the library? No, it was somebody else. Do you really think I would call you out while you're here? No, Mango, I have manners. I talk about people behind their back. No, it's somebody that doesn't watch me anymore. They're actually banned. Because they were really rude. Hi, Roxandra. We're not doing crimes, we're solving crimes. If the police ask. Not young boy play the part of Juliet, then topical. You had 2 spritz cocktails before Ubering to the airport, so you were slightly tipsy. Oh my god, I love slightly tipsy rooks. It happens very rarely, but... You're on speaker and my window's open, so the whole neighborhood can hear you. Mango! Mango, put down the knife! Mango, why are you doing this to me? I just frame you for murder? Oh, quick, turn around. Oh my god, it's behind me. Jessica Fletcher is a force for justice. Jessica Fletcher is the best of us. If ever there was an angel on this earth, it is Angela Lansbury. Maybe not. Maybe Angela Lansbury. She is a feminine sexual person. I don't know. I know I shouldn't be writing, but I can't stop thinking about you. I must see you again soon. I'm afraid to call because I fear the phone records could give us away, and I wouldn't want anything to damage your reputation. Please come to my office at 11 a.m. on Saturday and come in through the back entrance. Until then, Nigel. This is also how Red writes Sydney Sweeney. Mr. Winslow, if this note has been sitting here in your office, how could you not have known about Jane and Nigel's affair? I haven't seen that before now. While we were married, our mail was delivered together, and sometimes it still gets mixed up. It must have ended up here purely by accident. What an acting career James has had. It looks like he got to travel the world quite extensively. These 2 posters look nearly identical. Let's compare them. Compare the 2 images and click on differences when you find them. Missing baby! Missing other baby! Was disguised as a man in my 17th century? Housley Holy Force for good jazz when Angela's involved. Hell yeah. Rose instead of trumpet. Different hairstyles. Different things in hand. For a second there, I thought their whole ass titty was out. And I was like, oh my god. But it wasn't, and it's fine. Missing wings. Different bottom. Is the phone ringing an in-game sound? I think it was. Nobody's calling me. I can tell you that. I'm not really that popular. Yeah, her whole ass titty. I'll leave that to interpretation. Oh, the elbow's different. Oh, that's just because that's because of the way they're holding the thing. So it's counting it as the same. I was so excited about the elbow. Oh, I'm struggling today. Why am I so tired? Why am I so tired today? Oh, it's hilarious. I need an adult. I'm so sorry, Pally. When they are side by side and I can cross my eyes in magic, I have my way to victory. That's like playing in the year 3000.
Guilt!
I think I might have, Pally. It sounds vaguely familiar. Thank you, Hesty, for saying you see it so that I would immediately see it. You have quite a collection of memorabilia from your career as a Shakespearean actor, Mr. Winslow. Yes, I toured with the troupe back in the 90s.
There's no sign of the attaché case.
Inspector,
What your home
I
phone
don't
number
believe
is? Unlimited
James
calls.
was
It's
ignorant of Jane's
867-5309.
relationship with Mr. Watersford.
Why is that?
Because the note from Nigel to Jane was found in James' office, but the envelope it came in was found in Jane's dressing room.
If the envelope was in her dressing room, it couldn't have been misdelivered.
So James knew that Jane and Nigel had a rendezvous planned on the day of the murder.
Perhaps Mr. Bajpai can tell us more. He's out on bail, but I'll have my men track him down.
Oh yeah, I know who Fern Brady is then. Oh my god, Drew, this is my second coffee and I'm nearly done with it and I'm tempted to have a third, but I feel like the caffeine isn't even working. You know when you like reach that level of tired and exhaustion where like caffeine doesn't actually wake you up or do anything, it just makes you like vibrate at a faster level of incompetence. It's like I'm just going, it's the elbow, and I'm pressing it like 14 times while jittering.
We have a few more questions for you, Mr. Bashpai.
In the course of following Ms. Drury the day she was killed, you must have followed her to Nigel Waterford's office and seen her leave with an attaché case.
For protein
Yes.
crystallography? I didn't know this, Rooks.
Did you also see something that would explain how she got away from Mr. Waterford's office so quickly?
Well, after I snapped the picture of Jane carrying the attaché case, I did see her get into a car that was waiting for her at the curb.
A taxi?
No, definitely a private
No,
car.
attaché.
Did you manage to get a picture of it as well?
No such luck. But I think I can recall part of
Hi,
the license plate
Bandicoot, how are
registration.
you? Broom, hi.
We'll
how are
take
you
down
too?
what you remember and see if it turns up something in our database. I have backups of the databases here on CD-ROM. Now, where on earth did I put them?
Not Gesundheit. Also, damn it, Jenny, it took me out as well. Y'all, I'm on one today, but I feel like you're also vibrating on the same plane as me. 2:30 a.m. on a Red Bull Jaeger shots kind of vibe? Yes. Oh my god, Drew! Why is it doing that to me? Y'all, I asked chat earlier if they were talking to me because I was like, are you active listening or are you in the void? Because I have no idea, and I got in the void multiple times today. Twitch is freaking me out, y'all. I'm like, I love lurking. I'm a lurker myself, and I love lurkers. You all rock. But I'm gonna be so real with you, my social anxiety. I'm like, is there anybody out there? I feel like I'm basically delivering an SOS call sometimes. I'm like, Mayday, Mayday. Can you hear me? Is anybody there? Is anybody picking up my receiver? That's Pokeball. I am. I'm on the fucking Lost Island. And I'm goddamn Charlie. I don't want to be Charlie. There's a sandwich plate. Probably shouldn't be speaking for everybody else. Stop making this about me. Los Angeles Vegas Airport still loves Jess. Hell yeah. That's like my biggest demographic. When I was asked by an influencer manager once, what's your demographic? I went to Las Vegas Airport. Have you not even done your research? You should be fucking ashamed. And then I made them cry. That's fake. That's an all fake story. What the fuck are bongos? Oh, they're there. You know why I'm tired today? It's because I stayed up last night watching that weird streamer playing that funny puzzle game. Broom, I'm sorry I got you hooked. Unless it wasn't me. In which case, fuck that person. You're like, it wasn't you. Maybe that's also why I'm tired. Because I didn't go to bed as like early as I have been. I've been old ladying it so hard. I've been like, okay, it's 9 p.m. I go night night now. And then like when I do stuff like this, my body's just like, no. Not Windows 3.11 on it. My favorite. Your package is out for delivery. Get that shopping therapy on. It was either you or your doppelganger. There are a lot of brunettes that look exactly like me. At least that's what I've been telling the police when they ask questions. Pot noodle for the past 15 minutes? You gotta get up and make that pot noodle. Shit, or get up and make the pot noodle. That's the saying, right? Let's see if we can narrow down the license plates to determine the car. Oh, it's this fucking thing. Okay, no repeating letters. Beach. One of my favorite games to play, somebody from my school actually taught me it, is you try to make a phrase out of the letters. It's this thing. Once again, my usual reaction to puzzles. Second number is the lowest. Oh, the second number is the lowest of the two, probably. So, like, this is wrong because that's a 5 and a 7. That's really the only one. Okay, wait. Second number is the lowest. That can't be right because that one's lower. That can't be right because that one's lower. Second number is the lowest. That can't be right because that one's lower. Okay, we're getting there. Is a pretty good ad slogan having that marketing demon is still in you? I haven't finished the campaign, so I have to allow it to still possess me until I finish. Not mediocrity for 500. That was me being made. Only odd numbers. Okay. 317, 317, 319, 129. That's an even. Get the fuck out of here. That's an even. Get the fuck out of here. That's got some evens. That's got some evens. You both get the hell out of my face. Okay, we're good. Letters appear in alphabetical order. ELT, AKM, BEJ, IOP, JEC. Get the hell out of here. LMU, ALU, AVX, BGI, MAK. Get the hell out of here. NIY. Get the hell out of here. BIM, DEM. One vowel only. I&O. Disgusting. Okay. No repeating numbers. Is there one that's like a 3-3? I thought so. Get the hell out of my sight. Get the hell out of my sight. Okay, we're solid. I think we're solid. Sum of the first two numbers is less than the last. So that's 8. That is not. That is not. That's 4. That's 4. That's 4. What is going on with all the math lately? That's 10. Last letter is not a vowel. So get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Hi, Shmoo, how are you? Twitch is still being twitchy. But we're playing Murder, She Wrote. I got the second one downloaded thanks to Xmensa, but I don't know entirely, like, if it's gonna play. Twitch. I'm gonna beat Twitch's ass. I just want to stream. I am going to beat Twitch's ass. Hold on. Let me see something. It said I dropped frames. So maybe it was me. Is it me, Jesus? No, everything seems good. I mean, everything else is running smoothly, I think. So I think we're okay.
The kick him in the dick special.
But now Murder, She Wrote hates me, so I gotta wait a second. Brick, hi! How are you? Sammy, how are you? Happy Friday, Friday, everyone. Which has been being weird all day. It makes me sad. I will send a text directly to Jeffrey Bezos. I mean, I've got his private line, obviously. I'm very big. I like when you become a Twitch affiliate, they actually hand you Jeffrey Bezos's phone number, and they tell you to only call him in cases of emergency. I actually can't even use the phone number. I have to go to the Bezos signal, which is just a bald head that I shine up into the sky. And then I can call him. You're busy working and jerking, but are you lurking? Which is the most important of all of the things.
So the car Jane left in belongs to James Winslow, her ex-husband.
James must have known about the attaché case after all, since it was with Jane when he picked her up.
Do you think that he was overly attached to it? I can see you. Don't fuck around, or you're about to find
There's no
out.
sign of Mr. Winslow.
Good. I think we may learn more here without
He
his
does
help.
show up in spandex, which is the worst part of it. This sounds like the beginning of like a Smith song almost. Like every 90s intro. Do not put me in jail. Set me free. At the aren't UK license plate numbers. You know, I was thinking the same thing too, but then I was like, am I asking too much realism in my Murder, She Wrote game? I decided perhaps I was. And I just left it. Yeah, please wash your hands after lurking and or jerking. Really appreciate that. But yeah, if Twitch is acting weird, refresh. Also let me know just so that I know that you don't think I'm not funny anymore. It's good. Just make sure that you're you know, taking care of your streamers, okay? We're like Tamagotchi pets. Remind us to drink, remind us to eat, remind us that you occasionally still love us. It's the only way we survive. Basically, I'm like Tinkerbell. If you don't give me attention, I will pass. Okay, so it's really important. What the hell's the trophy? I saw a clip today of Shatner coming back from space and trying to discuss his feelings with Bezos, who just actively blanks him. Oh yeah, and Shatner got really depressed. And I know a couple people had said that they thought that Gayle King had also gotten depressed like that, but that simply was not true. Yeah, well, it's a jail of many a types, and so you can put me in jail for puns. You can put me in jail because you are just mad at me. You can put me in jail because I've actively committed a crime.
James, Yuri again. This is your last chance. If you want to discuss a deal, you need to meet me in Regent's Park with the merchandise.
Man, these
by 10
spam calls are
o'clock
getting
tonight.
next
no
level.
No more stalling.
Yeah,
Still
fed and
no
watered
sign of
regularly.
that attaché case.
Well, if the merchandise mentioned on that answering machine message is any indication, we won't find it here.
Apparently James neither has it nor knows where it is.
I disagree. I think James knows very well where it is. The answering machine message merely means he hasn't gone back to retrieve it yet. But we're running out of time to find it before he does.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening.
But where could it be?
Procedure, everyone. What's the procedure?
The only logical place is John.
Well, let's go have a look then.
Skeletal, hello! Welcome on in, Raiders! I'm Jess. I play weird games, I play story games. We're running out of time. We gotta find it. Everybody go follow Skeletal. How was Last Epoch? My partner used to play that a lot. Incredible, I love your name. Welcome in. I'm Jess. I play weird games, I play story games, and I play a lot of mystery and puzzle games. Today we're finishing up Murder, She Wrote, which if you are familiar with the TV show, this was one of the 2 games that was made for it. And then we are playing either Blueprints or James Patterson Women's Murder Club Games of Passion, which I know is also equally popular right now. Cheers for the raid! Skeletal's amazing. I've known Skeletal for a while. Everybody please go give him a follow if you haven't already. But I do think he wears his heart on his sleeve. I feel like Shatner, I'm like in the middle on. But I do think it was really interesting when he talked about being in space. We were talking about the people that went up into space. The Katy Perry and a bunch of other people who went up into space. You're like Sherlock Holmes, but smarter, so don't make me a liar. Oh. You're gonna look bad today. I'm super sleepy.
There's an awful lot of mail
I mean, they
here.
went into space.
Mr. Badgepie hasn't been here for a
Like,
while.
some people go up into their attic.
Being arrested tends to make people rethink their lives.
The briefcase must be here. I'm certain of it.
Okay, so if you've never seen these types of games before, I like to tell people they're hidden object games, so you have to, like, grab a bunch of the letters and then you find the objects in there. Not through the roof. This is honestly how I sort my mail. I'm like, it's all spam, and then I just throw it all across the room. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. But yeah, the thing is, like, Yo King not only didn't say anything like Shatner, she also was like, well, have you been on a rocket? No, I haven't. No, I haven't, Gail. You got me there. Got me there, girl. I have not been on a rocket. Showed me.
The only reason I'm giving this award.
More Lestrade than Holmes.
the
Yeah.
actor.
I'll be real.
The voice is where.
Fez, thank you for the 100. Hi on my bike. How are
What
you?
Queenie's private Land Rover was that map of the Thames and London?
Well, it's obviously the way that it is. That are
Life is
that are
earned by
not
begging.
overlapped by
Life
others.
is earned through doing puzzles.
Okay, so I gotta do these, then this one, this one. We are genuinely sorting through junk mail right now. Okay, those are overlapped. That's overlapped. So I should be able to do this one. Then this one. Oh no, that's wrong. Now I can do this. Is this the one? No, okay. I was like, is that the one? How are you, Fez? Hope you're good. I wonder what this key belongs to. I guess we'll have to ask Banshpai at some point. Okay, there's the key. So now we can get the attaché case. As I thought, the same attaché case as in the photo Mr. Bashpai took of Jane.
Now where could it be?
Looking for this attaché case, Mr. Winslow?
They all got Heelys.
I don't understand. How?
Because you
Honestly,
and
we
Jane
are
were
always
working
hiding
together
up
to
people's
steal top
places.
secret information from Nigel Watersford.
You ate too
I've
much.
never tried
Fez,
to do
what did you
anything of the
eat?
sort.
I'm sorry, James.
In a world where
but the
everyone
fact that
sends you
Mr.
two
Badgepie
identical
saw you
pieces
pick
of
Jane
mail,
up in your
I'm gonna start
car
doing it.
after she stole the case from Nigel makes it difficult to believe that you are innocent in all of
Honestly,
this.
wouldn't it have been easier just to throw it all on the floor, Zen?
Purely speculation. You have no evidence.
Actually, we do. We have your answering machine with a call on it that can be traced back to your buyer, Yuri.
Who is Yuri, James?
A Russian spy. I became friendly with him during our tour of the former Soviet Republic, back in my Shakespearean days.
Take
He
a
offered to
shot
buy
every time
anything
they
of
say
value I
attaché
could obtain.
case.
You knew about Jane and Nigel's relationship, didn't you?
I did. And I knew that Nigel had access to valuable information. I told Jane if she could get her hands on any
She is an
sensitive
acid-trained
material from his
astronaut.
office, I'd split the proceeds with her.
I feel bad for her because I feel like
What happened the day that
she
she
probably
took
doesn't
the
deserve to be
attaché
wearing
case?
bell bottoms and forced to be with Katy
I
Perry.
picked her up in front of Nigel's office as arranged, but Jane insisted on keeping the
Oh my
case
god,
in
you were
her
offered a slice of
possession
cake. Oh, we
and
got a
accompanying
sugar
me to
cream
my
pie
meeting
and
with
it's
Yuri.
so good. I'm gonna have another piece
But
tonight.
Jane regretted what she'd done, and when she spotted Emma and me at Covent Garden, she approached us for help. And when she spotted Giles watching her,
Sugar cream
it
pie is
scared her
the
off.
national pie of Indiana, by the way.
I knew she'd had second thoughts when she failed to meet me before our rendezvous with Yuri, so I went to a dressing room to look for her.
And found her dead?
Yes. I'm ashamed to admit I was actually more concerned about the attaché case. Before I could
You know, I
search
don't
for it,
remember
I
this
heard
from an
someone
episode.
coming, so I hid.
Did someone enter the room?
Indeed, it was Giles Bajpai. After he got over his shock at seeing Jane dead, I watched as he found
It's also
the
missing. That's gonna be the
attaché
next
and
case,
left with it.
Bandicoot.
A perfect crime of opportunity.
You know Indiana State Pie.
I was
just
trying
know
to catch
things.
up to him when I ran into you at the theater.
Mr. Winslow, you're under arrest for breaking and entering, espionage charges, and very possibly
I
murder.
spy. No, you spy.
Emma, it's me, Jessica. Do you know if Jane ever changed her name to
fucking
Winslow
wheeled out
after
of
she
there.
married James? I see. I'm going to need your
I'ma
help
get
with
ya.
something.
Sammy, are you legitimately asking about sugar cream pie, or are you setting me up? Katy Perry, like, I think her first album, I was like, this has potential, and then everything else was downhill. The fake Maine accents were too much. You're like, I have to stop. So the DVD box is a not the DVD box is a walkthrough. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I got
match,
like
match,
watched Murder, She Wrote.
nothing doing.
Nothing doing.
I'm not going to Google it on my computer, because it might freak out on me. So I'm gonna do it this way because it's pretty simple, but I don't want to fuck it up. So, sugar cream pie is a rich and creamy custard dessert that originated in Indiana in the 1800s. The eggless filling is thickened with cornstarch, giving it a smooth and silky texture, and the pie is baked in a classic butter crust. And it's also known as finger pie, transparent pie, or Hoosier pie. And it's basically brown sugar flour and like cream and sugar, and it just kind of puts it all together in this mixture. Here, I'll show you a picture. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. But that's what sugar cream pie looks like. It's really fucking good. Not Hoosier pie. It's kind of like saying who's your daddy? Who's your pie?
Oh, hello. It's Ms. McGill, isn't it?
That's right, love. But you can call me Emma.
Is that the actual way? I don't know if that's the actual way they're supposed to say it.
Of course.
But Bash Pie is not a.
My cousin just called
a
to
pie.
tell me
It's not
that
a
James'
pie. They're a
ex-husband,
person.
James Winslow, has been arrested.
Sounds
He said he was the one who put Jane up to stealing that attaché case from your husband, which has now been recovered.
All right, everybody.
So, don't you see what a golden opportunity this is?
I'm afraid I don't.
I figure I can sell the story to the press. An actress seduces an influential
Damn,
member
Emma's
of
in it for
Parliament and
herself.
steals
Shit.
his secrets for her
Tien, oh my
ex-husband.
god, hi. Everybody go
Story
follow
like that
Tien.
should be worth a tidy sum.
Tien is like my games twin.
What does any of this have to do with me?
I hope Hellblade 2 is
because
treating you
if
well.
you
I
added
haven't
your
played that one
side
yet.
of the story, it could enhance its value. You can tell all of England exactly what your deceitful husband was up to, so his tarnished reputation doesn't rub off on you.
Jamie, that's what I looked like last night.
I just don't know. I've got a fresh pot of tea ready.
Me,
May I
when
offer
I'm
you a
about
cup?
ready to gossip.
That would be lovely. I'll just wait right here then, shall I?
Okay, so I'm gonna find the letters first. But yeah, this is an amazing game. Truly a gift that keeps on giving. But yeah, 100%. They have all of the hand-drawn characters. We've got a lot of like vibes. Cricket bat. Where the hell's the cricket bat? Knives Out get paid. It truly, I fear, is one of my favorite hidden object games. I feel like this is gonna go up there on the list. I feel like I should be able to see the top hat. There it is. And the teddy bear I saw, because it had a real fucking big head. Fly sweater, shoes, scarf is up here. sticky notes. I've seen. Must be a grocery list. This is handwriting. Looks very similar. Why is there just an uncooked steak on the floor? That's for the guests. Have you never had floor steak? Floor steak is like a primo. Floor steak is actually an Indiana original. That's Hoosier steak. Oh, hell? Oh, I gotta put it over here. Just do not do this with Indiana today. Oh, I'm gonna do it with Indiana today. It's happening right now. Imagine entering a fancy aristocrat. Wait, imagine entering a fancy aristocrat. Look, a girl can dream. You know, Floor Peach is also an Indiana original. I found my new bit. It's actually a dress. It's Shia LaBeouf. This is my lucky dress, and it's got pockets. Who knows what's in here? Is it my hands? Is it something else? But yeah, it's all Shia LaBeouf's face. Saying just do it. Oh dear, I bet I know what Jessica's thinking, and I'm afraid she might be right. Maybe this is the attitude you should be bringing more into the chat. Imagine wearing a fancy aristocratic room and stepping into a medium rare
big decision so hastily.
Redo. I understand. I'll give you the rest of the day to think about it. But that's all the time I can spare. I'll be at the Milton Theater at 10 o'clock tonight, waiting for your answer. Good evening, Mrs. Watersford. Thank you for coming.
Ms. McGill asked me to meet her here.
Actually, I was the one who wanted to talk to you. Emma merely arranged it so that you'd come.
At least gift a sub to Sugar Cream Pie.
About why you murdered
Oh,
Jane
yeah,
Drury?
pop off, Jessica.
You must be joking.
I'm not. The key was the handkerchief we found next to Jane's body.
I think it's illegal to have a Shia LaBeouf dress if it doesn't have pockets.
After all, her most recent ex-husband's name is Winslow. But Emma confirmed for me that Jane never took James Winslow's last name and never had the initials J.W.
So?
So, once I realized
Genuinely,
that your
what? Who
name,
cares?
Tina, was short for Justina, it made sense who had dropped the handkerchief in Jane's dressing room. And what other reason would
Jessica,
you,
you
Justina
monologuing,
Watersford,
girl.
have to be there except to confront the woman who was having an affair with your husband?
This is absurd. I'm not the only person with the initials J.W. It's obvious that James Winslow was the one who killed Jane. He was jealous of her affair with my husband.
I'm not so sure of
Genuinely,
that, Mrs.
we have
Watersford.
caught so many
I have one last
criminals
thing to
because
check.
of monogrammed handkerchiefs. It's insane. Don't ever monogram anything if you are thinking about murdering someone. That's a pro tip. Pro tip, life strat, hacks. Don't like get a monogrammed handkerchief and then start murdering bitches. It's just gonna end badly for you. Like, for real talk. Is that not a scrap? Okay, my bad. My B. I believe the words you're looking for are you fucking nicked me, old beauty. There's one episode in which it was actually suicide, but the suicide he had rigged the gun, who used to disappear back into the wall via a spring attached to a secret compartment. I think about that a lot. I would be that petty. Maybe like John Watson is also a JW. Who other people? Let's have some other JWs so we could prove. Like stop throwing trash around your house. These people need to have an inspection, not me. Let's compare the supposed suicide letter to samples of Mrs. Waterford's. Oh god, it's this shit again! You gotta find the one identical pair of letters on the paper scraps. My brain hates this one. Unless the monogram is for somebody else's. Yeah, because then you could frame somebody. So, like, that's pro strats. But if you didn't want to do that. Don't make you Christ. Don't put my initials on things and then leave them at the murder scene. Yeah, but I've already done that with you. So I've put ML everywhere. John Waters. Could have been John Waters. Don't clip me telling you how to murder people, y'all. Be cool. I'm trying to get you off on murder and you fucking clipping it, making me an accomplice? Is this game genuinely, like, feeling sorry for me right now? Because most of these have been side by side, and I feel like it's feeling sorry for me right now. I'm too lazy to Google. Yeah, they do have a doctorate. Okay, now I'm like... Okay, now I'm not seeing it. Now I've spoken too soon. I thought Jess was narking. It's the chat who's narking. Any chances of Jess becoming president? No, there ain't no way I would be able to be president. I feel like I'm way too, like, petty. Well, that's not a requisite that you need to have. Probably, that's most presidents, but I just feel like I wouldn't be good. Expecting Chad to be cool a Mugs game? You're so right. The handwriting is a perfect match. This confirms that you, Mrs. Watersford, were the one who wrote the suicide letter, not Jane, and implicates you as her killer. Yeah, it was W. And also a W for me, because I won.
All right.
I'm good at things.
It's true. I was here because Giles
Jess confesses on Roxandra in paper.
Jane. I wanted to put a stop to it. We argued, and then Jane said something that sent me right over the edge.
What did she say?
That Nigel said he couldn't wait to escape from our marriage. It confirmed what I had suspected.
That's the thing. I was like, there's no way I could be less petty. Like,
in my face.
Petty's gonna work in my favor.
Control, and I strangled her.
And when you realized she was dead, you tried to make the scene look like a suicide. You didn't know that first James and then Giles would come into the dressing room afterwards and find her dead.
I certainly didn't know they'd find her and then act like such fools to make themselves look guilty. And when each were arrested, well, neither would have been much missed.
That doesn't justify letting them take the blame for a murder you committed.
Maybe not, but with everything I have at stake, I'm not about to let that get in the way. And I'm not about to let you expose me as a murderer
Tina's gonna
either.
stab this.
That's
like,
enough, Mrs. Watersford.
Did you hear it all?
That she's gonna be double homicide and all across the sky, but no, we've come in.
Mrs. Watersford, you're under arrest for the murder of Jane Drury. Let's go.
No, we said it the first time too, June. You're fine.
Jane. If only she'd been able to sit down and talk to us that day in Covent Garden. I know. Would things have turned out differently if she hadn't been scared off by the sight of Giles' badge pie? We'll never know for
Honestly,
sure.
I feel like Twitch has been reading you your Miranda rights already. They're like, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say and do can and will be possibly just yeeted out of the chat.
It was lovely. Jane will certainly be missed.
You have the right to a moderator.
Forgotten. I've spoken with several of my friends in the West End. We're starting a scholarship fund in Jane's memory.
What
to
is
help
that
aspiring
smoothie?
young actors go to drama
Is it made
school.
of young people's blood? What is that?
A wonderful idea. In a way, she's helping the next generation of actors and actresses follow in her footsteps. Well, you know what they say. The show must go on.
Oh my god, is it over? No! I was fucking vibing, and we finished it. Okay, I'm saving and exiting. We did it. We did it, chat. We figured it out. We completed Murder, She Wrote. Now, I do have Murder, She Wrote 2, but I feel like I want to test it again because it did not like my computer. It was not happy to be alive. Like, that one's really weird because there was a copyright strike against it. It wasn't made by Big Fish. It was made by a place called Legacy Games, and they couldn't sell it anymore. They had to take it off of everything. So it was harder to find. And then it was real mess. So X-Mensa found one and gave it to me, but it's fucky. I gotta be real with you, it's so fucky. So I feel like I gotta figure out what to do with that. So I was thinking we could finish James Patterson Women's Murder Club and then see if we wanted to play a little Blueprints. We could do all of the things. Does that sound good to everybody? We could always revisit the exercise video. You're so right. Amazon Prime every so often. Yeah, they're fairly well known in the hidden object game sphere. Oh, it's my regular necklace. So it's got a dog's paw print on here. That's my dog's paw print. It's Deef. And then it says Diefenbaker. And the year she passed away, unfortunately. But that's a bit of a bummer. But the the front is real cute. And the Diefenbaker's real cute. I think we should play VC It's Murder Club.